Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone to another Ref Brandon and the Todd family YouTube video. Wherever you are, whatever you may be doing, thank you so much for making Ref Brandon and the Todd family part of your day. We always greatly appreciate it. It is a Wednesday, which means it's time for another weekly Top 10 countdown. And again, this week, the Top 10 countdown comes courtesy of my co-worker Chris, and I think this is about the fourth Top 10 countdown that he has given me. I'm just guessing it might be one more or one less, but it seems like about once a month he comes to me and tells me, hey, I've got an idea. And this one he actually gave to me last Tuesday. He asked me if I already had a Top 10 countdown that I was going to do, and I said, yeah, I do. And he said, is it going to be, and I'm not going to tell you what he said because I'm fixing to tell you what he said. And I said, no, it's going to be about NASCAR. And he said, well, I'm just trying to give you ideas because I'm scared you're going to run out of Top 10 countdowns. And I keep saying, Chris, I'll run out eventually, but there's a million things you can talk about and do a Top 10 countdown on. So since he gave me the idea last Tuesday, and it was the day before last week's Top 10 countdown, I figured I would do it this week. And this is one that almost everybody, if not everybody, should have some kind of comment or say so on, because most people like dogs. Whether you like small dogs or big dogs, almost everybody likes some kind of a dog. And his idea was top 10 dog breeds. And again, of course, like I've said before, when it comes to top 10 countdowns, the majority of them, like this one, I can't really give you my opinion because you can ask 20 people their favorite dog, and more than likely you're going to get 15 different answers because everybody likes a different kind of dog. Small dog, big dog, a real hairy dog, a dog with no hair, a heavy dog, a light dog, a black dog, a brown dog. Everybody has their own opinion. So the only way to get a true, legit fact about dogs is to get on Google and find out which ones sold the most last year. And that way you know what the top 10 dog breeds are. And this list comes from nylabone.com, which is Nylabone. And if you've ever had a dog and been to your local retail store or your local pet store, the majority of like dog bones and dog treats are made by Nylabone, so I'm sure you've heard of that before. But this is actually the same exact top 10 that was on AKC.com, which American Kennel Club is what that stands for, which is like the top dog when it comes to dogs, no pun intended. But I can remember growing up watching Monday Night Raw, and it came on every Monday at the same time, and the only time it ever got interrupted was when the American Kennel Club had their dog show. So the American Kennel Club is the top dog when it comes to dogs, but the only reason I didn't use their top 10, and I got it off of nylabone.com, is because the AKC only gave the name of the dog. And when I'm reading about stuff, I like to see pictures, I like to see articles and paragraphs and things like that. And AKC just gave the name of the dog, and that was it. So I went to nylabone.com, but like I said, it's the same exact top 10 countdown. And it just goes to show that most people like big dogs because the majority of the dogs on this list are bigger dogs. But number 10 is, I say Dachshund. Some people say Dachshund. You can say it however how you want to, but it's Dachshund. And a Dachshund dog is better known as a wiener dog. Most people call them wiener dogs, but a Dachshund is what it's actually called. Number 9 is a German short-haired pointer. Number 8 is a Rottweiler. Number 7 is a Beagle. And number 6 is a Poodle. And again, number 10 is a wiener dog. Number 9 is a German short-haired pointer. Number 8 Rottweiler. Number 7, a Beagle. And number 6 is a Poodle. Number 5 on the list is a Bulldog. Number 4 is a Golden Retriever. Number 3 is a German Shepherd. And just to be different, I got a couple of facts about the top 2. Number 2 is a French Bulldog. And a fun fact about the French Bulldog is it actually originated in England. And the number 1 most favorite dog from the year 2019 was a Labrador Retriever. And a fun fact about that is if you're a big fan of classic rock, or as I call it, the best music ever made, Led Zeppelin had a song called Black Dog. And that song got its name from a dog that was found wandering around the studio, which just happened to be a black Labrador Retriever. If you have any of these dogs or know anybody that has any of these dogs, please feel free to let me know. As I was reading this top 10 countdown, of course, we have a little Pomeranian, and my wife said, "Where's it at on the list?" So I scrolled down all the way to number 23. So that shows you that the kind of dog I have is not a very common dog, but it's our little dog. And of course, his name is Harley, and he is a Pomeranian. He's number 23 on the list. But a fun fact about a Bulldog, and if you're a sports fan, you'll know this, and I'm going back in time. And when I say back in time, I'm talking probably 20 years ago, maybe a little more than that. But the ESPN Saturday morning football show called College Game Day, of course, now it's on from 9 a.m. until noon. But when I was growing up and I started watching it, it started coming on at 10:30, and then it was 10 o'clock. And they were on location. I think it was in Athens, Georgia, but I'm not sure. And it came time for Lee Corso to do his pick segment. And, of course, you know he always puts on the mascot head of whatever team he's picking. And somebody actually had a live bulldog, and they brought it up on set. And Lee Corso said, "Woo, that dog is ugly." And to this day, every time I see a bulldog or boxer bulldog, any kind of bulldog, I think of Lee Corso saying, "Woo, that dog is ugly." But, of course, a bulldog was number 5 on the list. Again, any thoughts on the top 10 countdown, please feel free to let me know. That top 10 countdown comes courtesy of nylabone.com, and it was upon the request of my coworker Chris, who just loves to give me top 10 countdowns, and I try my best to do them. And I didn't do it last week because, like I said, he gave it to me on Tuesday, and I had already decided that Wednesday was going to be about NASCAR, so I said I'll just do it next week. So if you know Chris, tell him thank you for this week's top 10 countdown. And like I said, almost everybody has some kind of a dog. So any thoughts on the top 10 countdown, please feel free to let me know. And stay tuned for next Wednesday when we have another weekly top 10 countdown. Let's go ahead and get our dad joke of the day in here. Where do polar bears keep their money? In a snowbank. And that wraps it up for today's Ref Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video. Until next time, it's Ref Brandon saying, just like in pro wrestling, life can be over by the count of 3. Tell your friends and family how much you love them. Bye.